you were the batting coach for KKR for a season, and you were also the assistant coach for the Punjab IPL team for a season. You're also the coach of two different Ranji teams. How different were these two things, like handling a Ranji team and handling an IPL team? Because in IPL, you just have 2 months, and within those 2 months, you would have to get to know everyone, and the season would end before you would be able to understand each and every individual. So, how did you forge relationships with players in such short spans? Whereas with the state teams, you had a good 8 to 9 months. How did you handle players in those teams?
One was a slow burn, and the other one was extremely contradictory in the sense it was all action packed, 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever the time frame was. So in one format, what you're trying to do is to try and help the players manage the emotional ebbs and flows, and also try and help them do better with quick fixes if it is possible. That's what you do in IPL. There's nothing much you're going to do as far as doing anything worthwhile in that 4 to 6 to 8 weeks of time in terms of enhancing their technical skills or whatever. It's just about trying to ensure that they're in a good space mentally, because there's no time for anything else. Because either you're playing a match, or you're training, or you're traveling. So there's hardly anything. And the players also have to be involved in a lot of commercial activities in between all this. So there's hardly any time for them, and it's even unfair to even broach on getting a player to work on a specific thing in excess of all these things that they have to do with the team and with the sponsors and stuff like that. In terms of handling a state side, you got a lot of time. You can plan and set out to work with a view to achieving long-term objectives for the team and also for the players individually. So that is something that you have when you handle a state side. But yet what happens is you also have to know not to really sort of spend too much of time with the players apart from the hours that you need to. Yes, you need to be available off the field for them, but you can't be, because if you're going to be interacting too much with the same set of individuals over a period of 9 months, that's exactly what is the time span of a season now for a state side. It can get a little bit testy, it can get a little bit edgy, and that might perhaps affect the team's performance towards the end of the season, which is where the prizes can be won. So you need to really periodize and also have to plan even the smallest of things, like the number of meetings that you have, the number of times that you would perhaps work on one particular individual. So everything needs to be planned, everything has to be worked out in such a way that you maintain a good, healthy balance in every which way possible.